Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has died at age 86. His death marks the end of 37 years ruling the Islamic Republic. Born April 19, 1939, in the holy city of Mashhad, northeastern Iran, he grew up in a poor religious family with 7 siblings. His father, Syed Javad Khamenei, was a humble Islamic scholar. At age 4, he began learning Quran at traditional primary school. His mother made clothes from his father's old garments due to poverty. Some nights, the family ate only bread with raisins for supper. At 11, he followed his father's path and became a cleric. Children mocked him in the streets for wearing religious clothing. Despite hardship, he excelled in religious studies and poetry. He developed lifelong love for Persian poetry and literature. At 18, he traveled to Najaf, Iraq, for advanced religious training. He studied under Grand Ayatollah Hakim in Iraq's holy seminaries. His father requested he return to Iran, so he left Najaf in 1958. He settled in Qom to continue studies under Ayatollah Barujerdi. There he met his mentor, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, future revolutionary. Khomeini's teachings would shape the rest of his life and legacy. From poverty in Mashhad to becoming Iran's most powerful leader, this is the story of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, 1939 to 2026. In 1958, Khamenei settled in Qom for advanced religious studies. He studied under Grand Ayatollah Barujerdi, then Iran's top cleric. Barujerdi was quietist, avoiding politics, unlike his student Khomeini. Khamenei also attended Khomeini's ethics and philosophy lectures. Khomeini's fiery teachings contrasted with quietist seminary tradition. He absorbed Khomeini's view: Islam must confront unjust rulers. In 1962, Khomeini launched public opposition to the Shah's reforms. The White Revolution included land reform and women's suffrage. Khomeini saw it as a U.S.-backed plot to destroy Islamic identity. Khamenei joined Khomeini's movement, his first political act. In March 1963, disaster struck Khomeini's seminary in Qom. Shah's agents attacked Fazia, killing students and clerics. Khomeini tasked Khamenei with delivering secret letters to Mashhad. He revealed the regime's crimes to clerics in his hometown. On the journey, he was arrested for the first time in Birjand. He spent a night in prison and was ordered to stop preaching. On June 3, 1963, Khomeini gave his historic Ashura speech. He compared the Shah to Yazid, the tyrant who killed Imam Hussein. 2 days later, Khomeini was arrested, sparking a nationwide uprising. Khamenei was arrested again for his role in the June 5 uprising. November 1964, Khomeini was exiled to Turkey, then Iraq. Khamenei remained in Iran, continuing the struggle without his mentor. In 1964, at age 25, he married 17-year-old Mansoureh Khujaste Bagherzadeh. Their marriage was conducted by Grand Ayatollah Mohammad Hadi Milani. She was just 17, daughter of a Mashhad businessman. They would have 6 children together over 6 decades. He translated Sayyid Qutb's In the Shade of the Quran into Persian. Qutb's radical Islamist ideas deeply influenced his worldview. At 13, he was inspired by Nawab Safavi's anti-Shah speeches. He supported Fedayeen-e-Islam, which justified anti-Shah violence. Throughout the late 1960s, he preached against the Shah in Mashhad. Savak, the Shah's secret police, monitored his every move. Between 1963 and 1978, he was arrested 6 times. In 1970, he helped form a secret group with Rafsanjani and Montazeri. They organized networks to keep Khomeini's movement alive in exile. In 1974, Savak arrested him for the 5th time. He endured 8 months of brutal torture in Tehran's Ibrat prison. The Shah wanted to break him, but he refused to confess. After release, he was exiled to remote Iranshar near Pakistan. In 1978, as revolution approached, he was finally freed. February 1979, the Shah fled, and Khomeini returned triumphantly to Tehran. Khomeini emerged from exile, joining the revolutionary government. Khomeini appointed him Deputy Defense Minister in the new government. On November 24, 1979, he became acting IRGC Commander-in-Chief. He led the Revolutionary Guards for 92 days during its formative months. In 1980, he became Tehran's Friday Prayer Leader, a powerful platform. June 27, 1981. A bomb hidden in a tape recorder exploded near him. The MEK assassination attempt permanently paralyzed his right arm. He nearly died. His lung and vocal cords were also damaged. October 1981. He ran for president with Khomeini's strong endorsement. He won 95% of the vote, becoming Iran's first clerical president. The Iran-Iraq War, 1980–88, dominated his presidency. He frequently visited soldiers, boosting morale during the bloody war, but he clashed constantly with Prime Minister Mir Hossein Mousavi. They fought over economic policy and war strategy throughout the 1980s. Mousavi once threatened to resign over Khomeini's leadership. August 16, 1985. He was re-elected president with 87.9% of the vote. By 1988, he accepted the UN ceasefire, ending the Iran-Iraq War. June 3, 1989. Khomeini died, throwing Iran into uncertainty. June 4, 1989. The Assembly of Experts appointed Khomeini supreme leader. His appointment faced controversy. He was only a Hojatul Islam, not Ayatollah. The constitution was amended to lower the religious rank requirement. He quickly elevated his clerical rank with support from loyalists. In 1989, Hashemi Rafsanjani became president, focused on reconstruction. Khamenei blocked Rafsanjani's economic liberalization and Western rapprochement. In 1997, Mohammad Khatami's landslide victory shocked the establishment. Khatami promised reform, civil society, and dialogue with the West. Khamenei quietly undermined every reform effort from behind the scenes. Reformist newspapers were shut down, intellectuals assassinated. July 1999, students protested and security forces attacked dormitories. Khamenei blamed foreign enemies and crushed the protests. In 2003, he issued a fatwa against nuclear weapons development. Yet he authorized secret nuclear enrichment activities nonetheless. June 2005, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's surprise victory shocked the world. Karoubi alleged fraud and accused Khamenei's son Mojtaba of interference. Khamenei angrily dismissed the complaints and certified Ahmadinejad's win. Under Ahmadinejad, the nuclear program accelerated despite sanctions. International sanctions tightened, but Khamenei resisted Western pressure. June 12, 2009, disputed election sparked the Green Movement uprising. Khamenei suppressed the Green Movement, killing hundreds of protesters. After June 2009, the Green Movement refused to disappear quietly. December 2009, students marched again on National Student Day. The regime crushed protests for 19 months until February 2011. Mousavi and Karoubi were placed under house arrest indefinitely. 2011, Arab Spring erupted across Egypt, Tunisia, and Libya. Khamenei called it Islamic awakening inspired by Iran's revolution, but he warned the West would try to confiscate their victories. Syria's Assad, Iran's key ally, faced his own brutal uprising. June 2013, Hassan Rouhani won presidency, promising reform. Nuclear negotiations accelerated with Khamenei's secret backing. July 2015, the JCPOA nuclear deal was signed in Vienna. Khamenei remained skeptical. No agreement is better than bad agreement. December 2017, protests erupted over economy and corruption. Death to the dictator echoed across working-class towns. November 2019, fuel price hikes sparked nationwide fury. Khamenei ordered, "Do whatever it takes to end it." Up to 1,500 protesters were killed in bloody November. January 3, 2020, U.S. drone strike killed General Qasem Soleimani. Millions mourned as Khamenei wept over Soleimani's coffin. September 2022, Mahsa Amini died in morality police custody.
After 2014 prostate surgery, his health steadily declined over years. By 2025, reports emerged of cognitive impairment and coma-like episodes. June 2025, Israel launched the 12-day war, targeting IRGC commanders. Israeli strikes killed IRGC Chief Salami and General Bagheri. Khamenei retreated to a hardened Tehran bunker for 9 critical days. He relayed orders only through a single aide, Ali Asghar Hijazi. President Pezeshkian and Security Council couldn't reach him directly. Parliament Speaker Galibaf assumed emergency military authority without consent. On June 26, a 45-second pre-recorded video approved U.S. ceasefire. Post-war, he vanished from public. No Quds Day, no Eid speeches. State media used archival footage and dated photos to mask his absence. By October 2025, inflation hit 49%. Rial crashed below 1 million to $1. February 27, 2026, U.S.-Israeli fighter jets approached Tehran airspace. Approximately 200 jets dropped 30 bombs on Khamenei's compound. His daughter, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren were killed. Early reports denied his death. Then a tearful presenter confirmed it. "One of the most evil people in history is dead," Trump declared. In Tehran, some mourned while others danced in the streets. Iran announced 40 days of national mourning for its slain leader. His farewell ceremony was postponed due to anticipated millions of mourners.
March 8, 2026. The Assembly of Asperts elected a new supreme leader. His name, Mojtaba Khamenei, 56-year-old son of the late leader. Born September 8, 1969, in Mashhad, he was the second son. He served in IRGC combat units during the Iran-Iraq War's end. For decades, he operated in shadows, never holding official post. He ran his father's office, the Beit, for over 20 years. The IRGC pushed his candidacy for control and continuity in wartime. Other contenders, Alireza Arafi, Mohsen Araki, and Hassan Khomeini. Arafi, interim council member, lacked Mojtaba's security network. Hassan Khomeini represented the revolutionary founder's lineage. But the guards needed someone who guaranteed their institutional survival. Trump called him a lightweight and his elevation unacceptable. Israel warned, any successor becomes a target for assassination. The Beit and security apparatus immediately pledged allegiance. President Pezeshkian, military, judiciary swiftly endorsed the choice. His wife Zahra Haddad Adel also died in the February 28 strikes, a hereditary succession his father once publicly rejected in 2024. His religious rank elevated from Hujjatul Islam to Ayatollah overnight. Iran now faces 2 paths: fight on or accept painful concessions. the Islamic Republic fights for survival in its darkest hour.